with some good things. I thought Meg was more aggressive. I thought that Arm played a great game. I thought Chelsea did what we needed her to do. We corrected some things and really took control of the game late, which on Monday we did not do. Those were really positive things. On the flip side of that, we're certainly not where we need to be as far as defending together. And to give a team, and I'll give them credit, they shot the ball well, but they did what they did well. We didn't take it away. And to let a team shoot 50% and to come into our place and score 63 points is not at a level that is acceptable to me, and I hope it's not acceptable to our kids. That's what we're still trying to learn.
Coach, when Jessica had 3 to give the 61-58 lead, you called it. Was it you who called the timeout?
I think they did. Okay,
and then you were pretty emphatic about, we need to close this out. What did you need to do to close out the game?
We need to play defense. We need to stop letting them get open shots. I mean, they took shots they're good at. 23 had 8 makes coming into the year, all 3-pointers, and we let her take 6 of them. That's 3 had her scores were off right shoulder turns, and we gave her right shoulder turns. 24 is a good shooter. We gave her open shots. We weren't communicating on defense. We weren't challenging them hard enough defensively, and that can't be acceptable.
You looked pretty aggressive on the ball to start the game. Forced 11 turnovers. Did you kind of get away from that as the game went on?
I think so. I think we tend to do that. We'll go hard for a couple possessions, then we'll kind of take a break and just worry about ours instead of team defending and talk. We just don't talk enough. I mean, we had there some decent screen actions, but we didn't say a word to one another to cover up for that.
Justin, when you're going back and forth, a bunch of the lead changes early in the second half, how hard is it to focus, after you get that and really clamp down defensively?
I think it's just like a mental thing to know that you got to get a stop and then a score, and you got to be able to put them together. You can't. If you get a score, it doesn't matter really. If they score the next time down, you have to start putting them together.
I think we get too worked up, worrying about hours that we couldn't get the stop, because by the time the shot clock was going down, we were just like freaking out and get an offensive rebound, and we weren't winning the ball.
Jess, you were 1 for 6 up to the point when you hit that 3, 2 for whatever the game before. Were you pressing a little bit?
I don't think so. I think that shot was one that I should make. The 3, I was wide open, so that's one that I should never miss. So it's just kind of a confidence thing, I think.
I will tell you this: she may have missed some shots the last 2 games, but we're going a long way with this kid. She is one of the best shooters in the country. She forgets it sometimes, but I will promise you, she'll continue to hit big shots for us, and we're going to continue to go to her. That's what she does very, very well.
Coach, over the past couple days, you've stressed the importance of developing a third scorer. Today you have 3 in double digits and 2 with a 3-point away from 10. I guess, so what's the importance of developing a third scorer today, especially in a game where it was down to the wire until late?
Yeah, the importance will be if we can do it again. That's this team's MO. We'll have one person play well, and the next game they won't be there. And we know we have the ability. Chelsea has that ability. Arm is one of the best attacking guards there is. It's carrying that stuff over, and that's what we talked about after the game. That's what they'll continue to hear, and hopefully we have some people who really embrace that challenge. And we got better offensively today, and the defense took a step backwards. So hopefully we'll need to fix them both for Saturday.
Coach, what kind of things was Arm, getting tonight and making happen tonight that she wasn't doing?
She just was so much more aggressive. There's a certain way people are going to guard Arm. They're going to play off her and dare her to take jump shots, and but she still can get to the rim. We've said that about her from the start. And in fairness to her, she's not fully healthy. She's playing with a broken hand and a bad foot. But she's put that aside because she knows her team needs her to be aggressive, and she's gotten to the paint. When she gets to the paint, she's as good as there is. She can finish. She can find people, and we're very good. That's what won the game today, was her ability to get in the paint and create plays for others.
Do you get that kind of sense, once you started getting it going and it just kept coming? Or?
Yeah, I knew kind of felt comfortable how they were playing me, because I knew late in the shot clock they were collapsing so far on me, so I have trust in my teammates, so I was just going to find people.
It was turnaround maybe too quick. It didn't seem that you had the same quality of effort tonight that you had against St. John's. And obviously, they can read the record. And
Right.
Lafayette isn't St. John's,
Right.
but it seems to me defense ultimately is effort, and it just didn't seem what was the same.
Effort and communication. And it wasn't. And it wasn't. And certainly that could be a possibility. But, you know, if we start dealing in excuses, we start going the wrong direction with our record. You know, we were able to find it late, and, you know, I guess that's something to reassure. But, you know, this is a growing process for this team. And that's where we lack a little bit of maturity and leadership to say, you know, let's take care of business. I mean, we jumped out 6-point lead, then we relaxed and let them right back in it. Then we work our tail off to get a 7-point lead at the half to start with the ball, and we let them take a lead. You know, those are the things that just should not happen to teams that are at the level where they need to be. And we're just not there yet. I have great hope. I think really good things are ahead of this team. I love our talent. I love the different things we can do, but they're just growing into the consistent effort and communication and togetherness it needs to really take it to a next level.
3 minutes to go. It's a game they can win.
Absolutely.
And I'm thinking that's a disastrous loss for you guys if that happens. And that seemed to be the time you picked it up.
Yeah, which was good to see. You know, and you know, we haven't had a ton of close games over the last few years for different reasons. Our free throw shooting, you know, our the way we play. You know, but we haven't won them. When they've been under 10, we haven't won them. So for us to take control of that, handle the ball, and make free throws, get the ball to the right people, and knock down shots that were important shots. There's no substitute for that, because there's going to be times where that's going to happen again, and people really were confident shooting the ball with that. So that wasn't there as much on Monday, and it hasn't been there as much. So that was really good to see. Now we've got to get back to having that while also having the very you know, tough and gritty defensive style that we've shown at times.
Coach, when you're playing close games like this, you know, how important is it to, you know, come from the free throw line and, you know, limit to 4 turnovers?
The game. I mean, I told Dino we didn't have a turnover in the first half. I mean, that was a thing of beauty, and we've been turning it over too much. And again, they're really, you know, they're fixing some things we're asking them to fix. We're just not all consistent at it yet, and that's where we've got to keep going. We've got to keep going and have the willingness to work towards that, because it's not easy, and they're going to be challenged, and they're going to be you know, really demanded to get there. But that's where, you know, it's got to come from not just the coaches. We've got to have that within the team too, that they're demanding that from one another and themselves.
Anything else? All right, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.